All right. Let me play this clip from the Joe Budden podcast for y'all. Make sure that y'all can hear this and see it. And make sure.
But Easy, he's being.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Go ahead. Play it. Play. What the hell? What the helly? There we go.
With Easy, he's being, a sought-out battle rapper. You can make anywhere from 30 to 50,000 a battle.
Whoa. That's what I'm saying. He might be actually making more this year or some shit like that, but he ain't got one.
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
why does it keep pausing?
And then having on the back end from Cone.
Yo, I ain't gonna. Where my camera at? Oh,
right there, nigga. Right there.
Yo, you battle rappers have to stop, yo.
It's a dub.
Yo, it's over now.
The bubble has burst.
Eggs.
I understand what happened. That's my fault, y'all. Like, so checks and balances. You see where I was totally tricked. I'm up here playing the pause from like the screen recording shit. I'm hitting this button like, yo, why it's not pausing or playing? It's the real play button down here. Stupid. Like, who thinks I'm scripted? The proof is in the pudding. I do this live for y'all. All right, let me go back now. We good now. Now I understand.
With Easy, he's being, a sought-out battle rapper. You can make anywhere from 30 to 50,000 a battle.
Whoa. That's what I'm saying. He might be actually making more this year or some shit like that, but he ain't got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then having on the back end from Cone.
Yo, I ain't gonna. Where my camera at? Oh,
right there, nigga. Right there.
Yo, you battle rappers have to.
Why does it keep pausing? What's up with this video? Why does it keep stopping?
Stop, yo.
It's a dub.
Yo, it's over now.
The bubble has burst.
Eggs is $30.
What do you think Mooka looks like?
We no longer are believing that all of you niggas is running around getting 50 grand a battle.
That's not happening.
That lie might have worked last decade.
No, they was getting it.
It is a no. They
no,
was not getting it.
There was a lot more money.
There's a lot of niggas getting
a lot more money being thrown around.
What are you talking about?
I challenge that a lot.
I agree.
It's not a lot.
I don't think
it is a select.
I don't think.
I agree with you.
I don't think it was 15 niggas.
But when
It's an honor and privilege.
But
it's
that
not,
select few not even getting that now.
That's not true.
Not like that.
Okay. They're like, how much is ARP gonna answer to this, man? Because he could expose the world, like as far as truths, lies, like you got the right one, right? All right, let me get out of my my DMs. Let me set the stage first. All right, let me. You're like, damn. It was like, if this guy's gonna talk about it, it's a wrap. Like, all right, let me set the stage first. Let me talk about public perception, marketing, frauding, clout chasing, fake it till you make it, overselling, overhyping, all the things that are done in Hollywood, in the music industry, in name your favorite business, name your favorite company that's running commercials, your favorite actors, singers, rappers. How about the Instagram models that you watch on Instagram and all you see is the vacation pictures, and some of them even get exposed for taking pictures while they're on one vacation and fucking spreading them out, like acting like, oh, next weekend you was out too. Like, no, you're sitting at home, but you just saved the picture. I can keep going. It's marketing. Let me use a recent one that was funny to the whole internet outside of battle rap. Up there where everybody, and I do mean everybody, is a multi-millionaire. Well, all right, one of the most classic, hilarious recent stunts. Well, it didn't happen recently, but it went viral a lot. And he had another one recently with a box of chains where everybody was getting on him for, right? Now, I actually fuck with Big Boogie. He's got a ridiculous playlist that I spin in the gym constantly. But y'all remember this one, right?
Where'd you go to college?
I ain't go to college, but I turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned it down just to do this, just to grind from the rap.
So you had an opportunity to do the drumming thing.
A scholarship and everything.
Where at?
I think it was like in Jacksonville. Yeah, a big band in Jacksonville. It's a big college though. And they offered me like 15, something like 10 million or something like that. 5 million, something like that.
Wait.
A scholarship.
Okay, but not $5 million. They offered you $5 million to play the drums.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Like what? Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But I was so younger. Like
Wait.
I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million?
I turned it down. It was a scholarship. Like I had to go to school for this decade.
This decade. He had the nerve to throw the word decade in there too. Damn, Big Boogie. You can tell Big Boogie don't know shit about college or the registration process of college or college. I think Big Boogie getting some money though. I really do. I really think Big Boogie's getting some good money doing shows. He signed to what CFG with Yo Gotti, and I'm pretty sure he's got some real jewelry and a nice house and luxury cars and some money in the bank. You know, I'm pretty sure. Another famous rapper. You got speaking of CMG, Yo Gotti, not Yo Gotti, my bad. Moneybagg Yo. He admitted, he said, I used to do the fake it till you make it thing. I would take pictures with celebrities to act like I'm in those circles until I got there. The fake it till you make it element is a part of Hollywood success, is a part of the sell, is a part of the buy-in. Fans, very rudimentary level fans, they like to look up. Oh shit, damn it. The thoughts spin in my mind as I fucking build this live with y'all. I didn't know I was gonna go here, but fuck it. Do we need to break down the follow element of social media and why it's so genius to the human psyche? Shout out to Pat. Pat broke this down before. He said once upon it was friends and now it's a follow. Talking about like MySpace moving into like Facebook and Twitter. The psychology of how social media is built. It's built for people that feel like they hear to feel like they are now able to access the people that they think are there. Okay, which is why people only post the nice shit, the good looking shit, the expensive looking shit, the balling, sweet and pretty looking shit. Nobody posts the ugly. I saw Rem on live the other day. She was like, I want to do a challenge of motherfuckers wear that outfit again. Show me that you didn't rent the outfit. Show me that you didn't rent that jewelry to go to the basketball game and sit courtside. Rem is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all the smoke and mirrors. This is the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain of what's really going on. That car is rented, that house is rented, that jewelry is rented. There's a lot of fake it till you make it, and it becomes the minority and the small percentage of people that actually have it at the level that they give off the public perception for. Happens in the industry. Now, it's even worse in battle rap because battle rap doesn't operate in the multi-millions like the music industry. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to open up first with the music industry is because the last thing I will do is attack the culture that I played a big part in, right? I love my battle rap culture and I love hip hop. I'm not here to attack. When I get frustrated and it looks like I'm even attacking hip hop or battle rap, I'm giving jewels about it. I'm giving help and advice about it. You know, I've never come off like I'm tearing it down at any point in my career or legacy. So when you realize that all this multi-million-dollar industry that's available up there and it's all that faking up there, what the fuck happens when we start getting down into a cloud that's built around tens of thousands? We are not a common base $100,000 arena. Okay. We tend to play in the tens and the ones of thousands on a more consistent level. Do we have those spikes during the year? Okay, this person comes along, spike over 10,000. This person comes along, spike maybe once in a blue moon over $100,000. And that's one handful of people. Okay. So I want to now look at, let me go back to the Joe Budden podcast for a second. One of the reasons why I think Joe Budden's got a bunch of battlers on his heels is because people feel like, damn, Joe, like, you got a lot of times where you're coming out and it feels negative towards battle rap. Now, we know he's a battle rap supporter. Shit, I seen Joe Budden at battle rap events before. Like, we was at, not together. We wasn't together there, but I was at the same. I seen him at UW events. I remember I seen him at a UW event with a little kid walking out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was one of his own children or something. Obviously, he battled Hollow the Don. He said that was bucket list shit for him to actually do a rap battle, right? He was involved in the whole Total Slaughter thing. Dope. You know, he brings battle rappers on his platform. I think Lux has probably been up there. He had Hitman call in, Rem, Easy, maybe Jazz. Did he have Mook? I think he definitely fucks with battle rap, and his cloth of hip hop artists is somebody that would be aligned consistently with battle rap as an art, right? A lot of lyricists pay attention to battle rap and the battle rappers. They all know URL, all these rappers. They all know RBE. They all know King of the Dot. They don't have to rap about it. They all know these battle rappers, right? So I think the reason why he's getting backlash is because what's in people's recent memory is just negativity toward. Oh yeah, he also had Sue Surf on his podcast a lot too. Shout out to Surf. But people want to see more support from Joe Budden. He doesn't owe it to battle rap. He doesn't owe anybody from battle rap that. But I think that's what people want. So when you got Ish that says, man, I don't think there's 15 niggas that's getting that money. Joe Budden and Ish, and when you hear comments like that, what they're throwing out there is their perception, opinion based on what they see, right? And them also having industry level experience. That's why I opened up with that up there, right? So Joe Budden's never really talked about money until his podcast. The whole first 75% of his career, I never heard Joe being braggadocious about money. You never saw him sitting around randomly in Gucci loafers like that and expensive jewelry and all that. I'm pretty sure he was well off after his record deal, had a nice car, nice crib or whatever. But he became more of a money talking, money perception guy, money showing guy. Now, even when he talks braggadocious now, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, nah, I need this. I'm going to do this. Or, you know, I'm not, no way. That's post-podcast. He's getting more money now than I feel like he ever did. And you could see it. People that have money can see it. They can see it. They could smell it because they understand it differently, right? I told y'all examples of, I'm really expanding this topic, y'all. I know people that's like, yo, just honing on the battle rap. I want to expand it. I want to include life and all types of shit. Fuck it. I just podding y'all. I told y'all before, like people that have been in certain areas and live certain lifestyles, you know, they understand and they have a whole different perception on finances. The person that has only made $65,000 a year, if you go to the mall with him and you got money and he's making $75,000 a year and you rich, when he sees you spend $1,200 on a sweater, he might look at you like you crazy. But for him, that $1,200 is $120 to you. You see what I'm saying? And Joe Budden, he understands money, especially at this point in his career. And when he looks into battle rap, coming from his financial standpoint, he sees realities. So when they say they ain't 15 niggas getting, you know, 15 and all that consistently, so I will tell you that is true. That is true. All right. Dare I say, there's really one person, maybe one in a possible, we playing spades now, that will consistently get over $100,000. And when I say over 100, it could be 100, it could be 150, it could be a quarter, it could be $500,000. You know, there's one person and a possible that will consistently, even from this point in battle rap, even from today, whether y'all think that battle rap is in a recession, I'm talking about today, I'm talking about kind of yesterday, and I'm talking about ever since battle rap got to a certain point, there's one in a possible of what they draw, what they bring, and the way that they've carried it. When it's time to get to the negotiation table, you got to have 100 plus. Let me move that off the table now. Let's cut it in half. Let's talk about 50 plus. There's 5 and less people that will consistently make. No, actually, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 6. I think there's 6 that will consistently, if you try to book them for a rap battle, you got to have at least $50,000 in the contract. It's about 5 or 6. Okay. And some of those people that's even in my 5 or 6, I didn't even read the contract myself, but I heard within the last 2 years, they took a battle even for less than that because times have changed a little bit, right? Things have slowed down financially. Okay. Some of the biggest attractive battle rappers in the game right now are not making $15,000 every time out the gate, right? And if you just put on your goggles, sometimes you could see it even in the league. You could see a league owner that looks well financed. Like perception sometimes, a marketing thing, right? But you could even look at certain league owners and be like, I don't see money. You could look at the league and say, I don't see money. You could look at the promotion and say, I don't see money. You hear of certain leagues that come along and it's just like, yo, where's the face-offs and everything? Sometimes it's because they don't want to finance it. That happened, I believe it was this year. It was either this year or last year. It was a very looked at situation and event. And the financing around it didn't carry even into the additional promotion. Whereas you have, like, let's say a different event. And I know it's like, oh, is this a Hitman Holla bias example? No, it's just one of the realest examples that even was in the same time period of this other league that I'm not going to say because then it's going to come off like a shot. But you take Holla putting together like power moves. I pulled up to the power moves face off. The pre-recorded shit, not the press conference that happens the day before when everybody's already conveniently in town, right? I'm talking about the shit that's financing it costs an event within an event. Okay. You get there, and this is like a month before the event. He rents out the venue, he rents out security, he puts all the battlers, flies them in, puts them in hotel rooms, rents them a Mercedes Sprinter to drive them back and forth to the venue to do the face-offs, brings in the camera crew, got Ruin Your Day on deck and all this type of stuff. This is all flights, hotels, rentals, hiring of people. That is a $20,000 damn near whatever situation within itself just to do the face-off pre-setup. Not every league can do that. Not every league can go in their pocket and say, let me fly in these people in this production and rent this space and totally separate. It's another cost. Okay, so I could see it in the league owner. I could see it in the league. I could see it in the promotion. I could see it in the bookings. I could sometimes see it in the performances. I don't always need Geechee to get on stage and say, I'm doing this as a favor. I don't always need who else in that same event did the same thing? Charlie Clips to get up there and freestyle. Yo, we got to talk about this bread. A rapper would never rap that to me because I would never be in a situation where I feel like a battle rapper that for whatever negotiated 10% of what they think they're worth. It just doesn't happen. Even the way that people will deal with you as a league owner. This is why when Smack and URL, they would have those complaints like, yo, why you don't charge me what you charge the other niggas? Because they know you got it. They do it to me too. I get it. Because they know you got it, nigga. These other leads, man, give me $2,000. I know I can see what y'all working with. Give me $2,000 and I'm there. Right? So consistently, I gave you the 100. I gave you the 50. Now, when you come down to like 15, consistently, it's not a lot of people. Maybe 2 hands full, maybe 10 people. I'm talking about every time they come outside, it's going to be 15 and better. 15 and better. The people that you see get on camera and say, yo, I'm make 20 per battle, just like I opened up with the Hollywood example, they probably adding to that. They probably frauding a little bit. I'll be watching people lie and I just be like, damn. Like, is it the marketing? Because I opened up with the marketing side. I understand the marketing. But if I feel like you're just all out frauding and lying, I was like, damn, you one of them, huh? How much you make every battle? That's a lie. That's not true. How much you made last battle? That's a lie. That's not true. I had a battle rapper that did like a social distance battle for me. A super top tier battle rapper. Right? A very, very top tier battle rapper. And there was some social distance battles that cost like only a couple $100. Remember, this was COVID, everything was locked down, and we went crazy with the social distance here. So I think we did a good job holding it down, at least on the RBE side. And this particular battle rap, I think I paid anywhere from $200 to $400 for their social distance. They told another person that I talked to very closely. ARP gave me like $2, $3, $4, $5,000 for that. And I was just like, why you? They'll do that. They'll tell other battlers that. They'll tell random friends that, random managers that. And that was a little hint. That was like, you know, and I know, nigga. That's for nobody else. But it's people fraud, man. People fraud, man. Now the eras of battle rap definitely have changed as well. What's available? It's not just the caffeine era when money was moving around. You also have the pre-YouTube era before it got messed up with all the ad revenue, and YouTube had to find a way to change their rules and make sure that they wasn't ending up there with people posting Al-Qaeda, people getting their head chopped off videos and still getting Coca-Cola's ads running on them. Right? This is what YouTube had to adapt to. And we called it the YouTube ad apocalypse, right? Where shit changed and people's money got cut down to like 25% on YouTube. And also there was an era of not just YouTube being well paying out, but even the viewership of battle rap was stronger, where I can drop a JC versus Adi Boom battle, who were two people at that time not even looked at as, you know, top tiers. JC still looked at that time like a mid tier. Adi Boom's looked at like an up and coming. It might go do 200, 300,000 views or some shit. You know, it was a different vibe and energy around battle rap. And some of the leagues that were able to get in front of the fans the right way, like a URL, a King of the Dot, an RBE, a Don't Flop at the time, a Trap House, a We Go Hard. Some of those leagues in that era, Black Ice Cartel, Guerrilla Warfare, UW, that era, right? We were doing amazing views because we were getting in front of the fans the right way, and the leagues had identities, right? Things definitely feel a little bit more free fall now. But the saturation of not just the battler, because I always was an advocate of it. If you can get in front of fans and do your thing, then I'll pay for you to see you 60 days later again, right? But even the league standpoint, the thing is, there's no gating. Not everybody comes in, fuck it, I gotta use me, like a RBE. If you were there during that era, the way that people across the whole industry were talking about RBE from our very first event, they said they nailed the audio issues that people were complaining about. They nailed the visuals. They ran the event on time. They did the YouTube drops like this, right? So some of the cons of battle rap I was listening to, and when I came out my first event, I said, we addressing all of that. First event, nailed it, and made everybody go, oh shit, RBE. We see what y'all on. We see what y'all doing. We're financed. We look good. We got the look. We really are financed outside of the look and the perception and the marketing. Put together some nice battles. Already got a relationship with some good battlers as well. We building this. Everything from the YouTube all the way to the in the building, everything was like, oh, they're pros. Day one at this. We got another option, people. And then we built on that, right? Not everybody comes into the game like that. I seen a league the other day. I ain't going to say because it's not about putting anybody down. Yeah, very high profile battle. Well, not very high profile. High profile, you know, one of the battlers was champion of the year. You know, and I watched it. I even was promoting it a little bit on stream and on Twitter, and the presentation of it was not good. Of the video and the production, and everything. I'm just like, now we're at a point in battle rap where you have enough to go back on and look at. You don't have to figure out too much. All the history is there, the blueprints, and then you come and you find your way to add and your way to change things. Then now you got something. But the successful blueprints in all these different lanes is already there for you. Production, shit, you don't even got to figure that out. Just call Ruin Your Day. unless you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So the visual presentation, how to release, how to go about your pay-per-view, your VOD, your release cycle, and all those the trailers, the face-offs and promotion, and those blueprints are around already. And then to see a league come out and drop something, it's just like, what the fuck is that? You know, and you got that person on your stage or that matchup that you put together. I forget who was doing Hollow versus Chef Trez, but Hollow versus Chef Trez, shout out to whoever booked it. Hollow versus Chef Trez is one of those battles that people have been looking for, and now somebody grabbed it. There's no reason for a battle like that to come out in 2025 and not look like, boom, the bells, the whistles, this is what draws fans in. Not just that you can announce a battle, the fact that you can deliver everything around it, do the pre-face-offs, do the press conference, do the promotional run, do good flyers. If I could make your flyer on Windows Paint, you don't belong here. We don't have a standard. We don't have a standard. If I want to put a sneaker in Finish Line, I got to be a Nike or Adidas or Reebok, or I got to be a great sneaker or a good shoe. We don't have that in battle rap. So some of this is even the reason to double back into the money of why it's not there consistently. The same battle rapper that gets on that trash league that puts no effort to this shit, they're just like, hey, I want to do battle rap, and doesn't have any quality, didn't study the game, didn't follow any blueprints, didn't put their best foot forward, is doing it from a fucking super light budget standpoint just to fucking do it. You know, instead of, you got to pay like you weigh sometimes. You want to work with the heavyweights, but you want to pay like a lightweight. So all this shit is going to be trash. You're going to get people showing up with their C+ game because you gave them 1,000 when really they're really worth more than that. And they can deliver more than that, promotional and performance wise. So when you look at all this shit and you see that battler that's got a name through the roof, but he stepped over there and you find out he didn't make 15 grand on that up and coming league. It is a reality. It is, you know, and some battlers have to do a form of check collecting as well, because it's not available for me to consistently say, AR might got 20 for me every time he called me, or 15 for me, or 10 for me every time he called me, or URL Gnome and Summer Madness. I know if I get on those cards, or it might be Harry back. I might be able to negotiate with Harry, or this might be exclusive vodka involved, or URL might be going into their pocket on this one, you know, or let's talk caffeine. Caffeine is over there overpaying. People abusing the plug. There you go, Chris. Right? So now I'll say allegedly, why not? But we have the battlers bragging about it. So, you know, I'll use Surf. Surf was my last one was 40. Remember even Mook? Remember Mook? I gotta start closing this out because I could rant for days on battle rap. Remember Mook did an interview, I believe it was on Black Compass Media. He was going at Hitman. And I think it was Polo interviewing him, and he was like, yeah, but Hitman, you know, his last deal, he said like 100 or 150 or 200 or 250 or whatever he said, some big number. And Mook was just like, yeah, but how many battles did he do for that? Ask him how many battles he did for that, right? So this is Murder Mook, who is one of the highest paid battle rappers in the world, trying to say that the biggest draw in battle rap, which is Hitman, has to take a multi-deal to get that amount of money that was being discussed on that podcast. Whether Mook knows it or not, if that's the case, and if Hitman's the biggest draw, then what would that say about everybody else underneath? And it wasn't true, because all the Hitman's recent battles up until that point were with me, and he's never did a multi-deal with me. So it wasn't even true. I stayed out of it because let the guys go back and forth, promotion, getting at each other. I stay out of it. I see a lot of stuff that's not true in arguing and promotion. You know what I'm saying? But when we talk about money, we talk about reality. I've never done a multi-deal with Hitman, ever. Whatever rumor you heard from that event or whatever, you know, it could have been more, could have been that, it could have been a little less, but it was all one-off situations. Point being, if Mook could make that point and people believe that, then what would that say about the money? What would that say about the money? In a world where everybody still inflates. That's why I opened it up using the industry first. All right. Somebody says 50, it might be 10. Somebody says 10, it might be 3. Somebody says 3, it might be 400. It's true, man. If Surf could get up here and say, my last one was 40 and this and that, and You know, sometimes Surf could be inflating. Sometimes Surf could be talking from a point of a multi-deal, all types of stuff, right? But I've looked at some of the biggest name battle rappers, and you know, if they will give you or give us all an MTV Cribs or full day in the life, or show me their mortgage, or show me their square footage, or show me their zip codes. I didn't say their lease, I said their mortgage. Show me their the multiple cars in their garage. Show me what they drive in there. And sometimes I don't do nothing neither, cars, but you know, like show me your savings account. You know, show me your assets. Show me your stocks. Show me. Battle rappers don't show that type of shit. I wonder why. Is everybody's doing interviews in a fucking car. Go get in a beautiful backdrop of a crib somewhere. Get out the car. I gotta stop, man. It's some of them are like that. Many of them are not. I'll leave it there. It's Joe Budden and them niggas. They nailed it on accident.